it was. We were getting out of an airplane.
That was North Africa.
After a bad night.
Look a little punchy. I think that's the... That was when I was sleeping in that hotel in Tunis with a mosquito netting.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And I found one inside the netting. This was the next day, I think. I looked like I've been battling it. Oh.
Okay.
You know, it's amazing, isn't it, that how you get hooked into things. Because when we were doing the Pepsodent show at Sunset and Vine, and Cap staff said to me, they want to see you down at March Field, Riverside. I said, I don't want to enlist. I said, no, they want you to do a show down there. And I said, what for? There's no war? And I'd never played camps or anything, you know. And they said, well, I didn't know he had a brother down there. Next year, Francis and I were, here we are, on a bus with Skinny Ennis and the band and Bill Goodwin.
Yeah.
And we're on the way. And the audience was so sensational. Do you remember that?
Oh, my goodness, yes.
And I said, wait a minute, how long has this been going on? At Sunset and Vine, they'd come in there and sit there, you know, they're all actors, they're looking for jobs, saying, okay, make us laugh. But these kids were sensational. So went to Camp Pendleton the next week and kept going around. And finally, the war started in December. They declared war. Then it became very dramatic. And I guess we spent about 5 years just going around the country. I think we did 2 shows at NBC in 5 years, you know? And the rest was the South Pacific and England, Africa, and the Caribbean, Panama and all that stuff, Guantanamo.
It was the beginning of fond memories. Fond memories.
Yeah. Tony was our orchestra. That was it. 4 of us started, then we picked up Patty. When did we pick you up? About 45?
44.
44. South Pacific?
Right.
Yes, that's right.
Picked up Patty from the South Pacific, and that was kind of interesting, too, I'll tell you that.
I want you to meet our crew here. I know you're going to enjoy seeing them. First, we have a young lady here, one of the finest dancers in Broadway and Hollywood, Miss Patty Thomas, right here. Come on out, Patty. What a jungle, huh? This is it, huh, fellas? How do you feel, Patty?
Fine.
You look beautiful. You have some beautiful spots on you. I want to tell you right now. Anybody wouldn't climb a tree for that is mad. I want to tell you. Right here, I want you to meet a guy that's been our orchestra the past few years, Mr. Tony Romano, right here. Come on, Tony boy. How do you feel?
Oh, I don't know, Dad.
You look like an escaped prisoner. You look good. Tony Romano. Here is a gal I know you love. Really one of the gals been doing a tremendous morale job for the past couple of years, and our fine singer, Miss Frances Langford, right here. Look at that beautiful Lily Daché hat here. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Who have you got up in there with you, dear? Huh? Here's a guy I know you're waiting to see, Professor Jerry Colonna, right here. Give him your jungle call, old man. Just give him your jungle call.
I think when you work one of those trips and you get to know each other, you know, there's a certain relationship that develops that you feel, you know, part of a group that you want to be with. Because we went from, when did we start? 1940?
42. In the spring of 1942, right?
And,
right.
And we went on and on and on.
Right.
Mandolins began to play, and lips were there to kiss. As they danced, I heard him say, New Jersey was never like this. The bells began to ring, and they rode away on a mule. To prove I'm not joking, if you're in Hoboken, drop in for a minute and you'll meet Conchita, Marquita, Sandita, Pepe, Rita, Juanita,
I started, you thought I was lousy, huh? Just follow me, Billy. Around, kid. All the way. Hey! Oh, that way. Let me hear from.
I think we were very lucky in being that we were so mobile and just picking up this and,
Just a few of us,
and
yeah.
doing a show anywhere, anytime we were ready. And so we didn't worry about whether it was a microphone or...
I think after a while we got a little over anxious. We'd do a show for just any reason at all. Any reason.
I remember we did a show one time on a... I had to dance on the hood of a Jeep. And that's when you sort of ad-lib your routine.
You know, I think that fits your act pretty well.
Ah, you're tacky. You are so tacky.
Yeah, they used to
Yeah.
come up. They used to come up and...
Ooh, remember the first time you said, who wants to come up here and dance with Patty? And the half the group just, the stage was going, flew and the stage was just going to flatten down.
Have you got some shots of her in that outfit that her mother made for her, that little satin outfit?
My mother didn't
Have you
sew.
got some shots of
We
her?
have some shots of you.
You better
dancing.
get 'em,
There's some
because-
real
Right.
short outfits.
Yeah.
She was
right.
too much, you know. She was about 6 years old when she had done and she came out there with this blonde hair hanging down and this little homemade outfit, you know, and they went, "Whoa." And I got back from that trip in the South Pacific, and I was walking down 8th Avenue, 7th Avenue, in front of the Taft Hotel. And the doorman stopped me and said, "Whatever happened to Patty Thomas?" He was there. He saw her, and that, you know.
That's funny.
I'm in the mood for love, simply because you're near me. Funny, but when you're near me, I'm in the mood for love. Heaven is in.
That's insubordination. I could break you for that.
She started to sing this. What's the sing?
I'm in the mood for love.
The guy in the audience stood up and says, "You came to the right place, honey."
Simply because you're near me. Funny, but when you're near me,
Oh, funny, but...
I'm in the mood for love.
Oh, funny, but...
Heaven is in your eyes, bright as the stars we're under. Oh, is it any wonder I'm in the mood for love?
Why stop to think of whether
Anything in your pockets?
this might fade? We put our hearts together. Now we are one.
Who's there?
I'm afraid
You can damn his pockets of anything. You meet yourself in the back here.